Good evening. Today, we will be covering the post-market update dated the 3rd of October, 2024. Indian equity benchmarks, Sensex and Nifty closed over 2% lower on October 3rd as a wave of broad-based selling swept the markets, driven by escalating Middle East tensions, SEBI's tightening grip on F&O trading, and a surging Chinese market luring away foreign investors. At closed, the Sensex was down 1,769 points or 2.1% at 82,497, and the Nifty was down 530 points at 25,250. Tata Motors, Axis Bank, L&T, Shriram Finance, and BPCL were the top losers on Nifty 50, dropping 4 to 5%. Meanwhile, JSW Steel gained over 1%, standing as the index's only gainer. Talking about the corporate segment, we have shares of SHIVALIK RASAYAN skyrocketed as much as 15% on October 3rd after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave its approval for the company's API manufacturing facility in Dahej, Gujarat. With this approval, the U.S. drug regulator closed its inspection of the active pharmaceutical ingredient facility and released an Establishment Inspection Report, EIR. The drug regulator's inspection of the said facility had ended on April 9 earlier this year. The clearance from the US FDA opens the doors for the company to file new products for the facility, aimed at exporting those to the US market. The upsurge in the stock was also accompanied by a meteoric rise in trading volumes in the counter. As much as 3 lakh shares changed hands on the exchanges so far, manifold the one-month daily traded average of 59,000 shares. As for the company's earnings performance, it had delivered a near 16% rise in its total sales for the April-June quarter at 74.63 rupees crore, up from 64.47 rupees crore in the year-ago period. Despite that, the company's net profit slumped by close to half to 3.52 rupees crore in quarter 1 of financial year 2025, down from 6.5 rupees crore in the same period last fiscal. SUZLON share price slipped deep into red in trade on October 3rd after the renewable energy solutions provider received advisory warning from NSE and BSE for non-compliance with SEBI regulations. In October 3rd trade, SUZLON stock fell for 0.61% to its intraday low of 76.06 rupees per share on the NSE. SUZLON shares have been on a decline in the last 6 days and have fallen 8.71% in the period. The counter had opened gap down with a loss of 3.76% today and continued its downtrend. At the time of publishing, the stock was trading at 76.26 rupees apiece on the NSE, down for 0.36%. SUZLON has delivered multi-bagger returns to its shareholders, rising 181.89% in the last 1 year. In 2024 so far, the stock advanced 98.15%, according to the data available on the BSE. ANGELONE share price advanced over 7% in the trade on October 3rd despite markets regulator SEBI tightening F&O norms. The uptrend in the stock price was witnessed after the analysts at Investec maintained buy rating on the broking app. The brokerage in its report upgraded FY26 PAT estimates by 7%. The Securities and Exchange Board of India recently announced F&O regulations that are marginally lenient than the original draft. The report said lower impact on F&O volumes to 25% from 30% as regulations are less severe than feared. ANGELONE had increased prices to offset the impact of regulatory changes. The company has more levers to increase the revenue. The research report added the brokerage recommended a price target of 3,000 rupees per share. At the time of publishing, the stock was trading at 2,767.95 rupees per share on the NSE, up 6.46%. The stock has been gaining for the last 4 days and has risen 11.61% in the period. Shares of ITD Cementation zoomed 20% to hit the upper circuit after the company secured a new contract to construct a multi-story commercial building in Uttar Pradesh. The contract is valued at approximately 1,937 rupees crore, inclusive of taxes and duties. ITD Cementation has also not disclosed its current order book status following this recent win. The stock also surged on heavy volumes as 1 crore shares of the company changed hands on BSE and NSE combined, compared to the 1-month average trading volume of 41 lakh shares. In the past 2 weeks, the stock has rallied 35% on reports that Adani Group is eyeing to acquire a promoter stake in the company. The Grob Tea Company Limited in daily time frame is trading around 1,273.60 points with a change of 20% and is trading with a net volume of around 27.757 thousand shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 1,066.23, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 77.41. ITD Cementation India Limited in daily time frame is trading around 643.55 points with a change of 19.66% and is trading with a net volume of around 5.323 million shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 556.39, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 71.80. Malu Paper Mills Limited in daily time frame is trading around 53.48 points with a change of 17.72% and is trading with a net volume of around 430.012 thousand shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 48.19, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 64.56. For the stock recommendation we have, Godrej Agrovet looks good and can be bought at 746, keeping a stop loss of 727 rupees and a target of 770.
You can reach us via phone, WhatsApp, or email using the information listed on the screen. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. And, as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments section below. Until next time, happy investing.